fuck is you telling me?
Didn't I tell y'all we was gonna be back on Friday? Didn't I tell y'all to tap in? Throw the Hook podcast, man. Episode 33. It's your boy G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. And I got Big Bro in the building, man. OG, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Unruly himself. Boxing First vlog is in the building. What is going on, bro?
Man, I'm happy to be here. We got to get into the rest of that card this afternoon and keep this hype train going because again, it's the biggest fight of the year. I don't know about the biggest card of the year, but it's definitely the biggest main event of 2026. Let's get the smoke going.
Yeah, well said, bro. Well said. The card is I'm not mad at the card, but it's
No,
definitely
not at all.
It's not the biggest card, biggest undercard of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But before we get started, man, big shout out to everybody that's been showing us love, showing us support, man. If you in here, please say what's up. Please have manners. Say what's up. You know what I'm saying? Say where you from in the chat. Let us know if the mic sounding crispy, and we can get right down to business. You know what I mean? We got a whole lot to cover, but we're not gonna be in here long. So we're gonna cover a lot in a little bit of time. But as we get a couple of people in here, we'll get started on some news, boxing news, latest and greatest. I think during the last show we heard about Joe Cordina having visa issues and Abdullah Mason needing the late replacement, and that late replacement ended up being Albert Bell for July 4th weekend. It's going to be in Abdullah Mason's hometown, Cleveland. This is a very, very tough fight for Abdullah Mason. Very tough fight. Hold on, before we get started. Titan in the building, man. You say hi. Big shout out to you, family. Hope all is well with you. Hey, as you come in the chat, say what's up. Let us know that you in here. You know what I mean? Say what's up so we can say what's up back, give you the proper. You know what I'm saying? Wagner, Brazil. Say, what's up? What's going on, family? Yeah, Abdullah Mason, Mr. Bell. This is what I wanted to tell you on live vlog. And this is live from the Precious. And this is all for all my betting folks out there. Like, drop a couple dollars, on a little parlay, whatever the case may be. Okay. Abdullah Mason is a minus 350 to 400. Albert Bell is a plus 250 to plus 275. Whew. Thoughts?
Those numbers will change as the fight gets closer. If you smart, jump on Bell right now. I think that to get back to the matchup itself is the smartest way they could have went. Because look, if you're looking at fans, you bringing an out of towner, so to speak, quote unquote, in Cordina to the city of Cleveland. He's going to get the boos, trying to get people to pay to come to see him lose, even if they not there to quote unquote support Mason fully. You still gotta, all right, now we're going to lose that with losing Cordina. Fans ain't going to come out to see quote unquote, white versus black fighter. Now we got to do something different. Oh, the interstate matchup, that's the perfect way to go. Because say if you would have brought a Latin fighter in, there would have been no pull, not enough time to build him up. But if you already got in-state build-up, in-state home-based support, you bring that fighter in, match him up with your main event guy, I think you're still going to turn over as far as profit. So I think it was a very smart promotional move.
Yeah. Titan said, how's your day, man? Everything going good, man. Appreciate you, player. I do agree with that. If you can't get the out-of-town guy to bring the out-of-town fans in, you go with the in-state rival. Abdullah Mason's from Cleveland, and Albert Bell is from Toledo. So, and they're familiar with each other. I know for a fact they've sparred before a couple of times, so neither guy should be coming in there.
Word on the street is your boys got cooked by Bell all 3 times that they fought. That they had to go in and stop it, like to get him out of it, shut it down, like literally stop the sparring. But again, you talking about a kid that just turned 18, 19, something here recently. You know what I mean? One of the youngest, I think he's 20 now, whatever it is, but he's definitely one of the youngest world champions we've had in recent history. So that being said, whenever they fought, he still was a young man. You know what I mean? So if that did happen, it's not nothing that I would take and say, okay, that tells me a lot as far as how it's going to turn out. Obviously, some years later, I don't think that's recent sparring. I would doubt very seriously.
Yeah, I don't think that's recent sparring either. I think you heard that from the same place I heard it from. He might have been 15. He might have been 15 years old for all we know when that sparring went down. And if that's the case, then Albert Bell should have been smacking him around, if he was 15. You know what I'm saying? We got a good amount of people in here, man. Like, nobody's saying what's up. I need y'all in the comment section. Say what's up. Let us know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Vlog said, Albert Bell plus 250 to plus 275. That's a good number. That's a good gambling number for sure. Good gambling number for that fight. But I think that number is going to go down. I think before the fight, I think Albert Bell is probably going to be plus like one something. He might end up being like 175, 180, which is still good odds to me because Albert Bell is a very good fighter. Very good fighter.
I ain't going to fraud, bro. I could see Bell becoming the favorite because right now
they won't do that. I don't think so.
The bookies won't do that?
Nah. It's only. I'm gonna tell you the only reason why. Because he's a late replacement. If he wasn't a late replacement, I might ride with you. But because he's a late replacement, quote unquote,
but yeah, I get you on that. But the betting numbers will change once true bettors that bet boxing as a hobby, they'll be, it's a replacement in that fight. Somebody gonna do some homework. Somebody gonna drop a bag on Albert Bell, and that's going to sway the overall final outcome of what either is positive or negative. So we both right in that instance. How much? I think he will be closer to either even or making Bell a favorite because he's the true veteran in between the two. Even though Mason is the world champ, Albert Bell is the quote unquote veteran between the two as far as experience and just maturity.
Yeah, I'm gonna say between the 150 to 180 range because I don't think enough people are gonna do their homework on Albert Bell. So I think I think he'll be the favorite.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I would. I mean, it's his event. He is the world champ. So I think that's cachet when it comes to bookies and bet makers and shit and numbers makers. So I get that. Yeah. But for me being a hardcore dude, I'm telling you that experience and just that grown manness, and we're gonna talk about that later. Just that it's a difference between a grown man and a young man. So just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree 100%, man. But we're gonna keep it moving. For the people that's in here, since y'all don't want to speak, right? Well, the least you can do is drive on over to Boxing First Vlog, hit the subscribe button, hit a left turn, come on over to G5 Jeff TV, and hit a subscribe button over there too. Since y'all don't want to get in the chat and speak, hold on, we got some fan podcast. Big shout out to you, family. He said who y'all got on the Boots fight. Hold off on that. We getting ready to get to that in just a second, champ. Now we had some audio drop. 50 Cent drops of audio of Al Heyman, Uncle Al Heyman and Leonard Ellerbe having a conversation about how they were going to put Floyd Mayweather into the ground because he said that he runs PBC. Now, Vlog, did you hear the audio?
Yeah, I heard snippets of it. It sounds like two old dudes, you know what I mean, ready to dust them Roscoe's off.
Yeah.
Get busy.
They,
Man, that's great. It's wild though. It's wild.
hey, bro, and the thing that's crazy, I think that audio might be 8 to 10 years old.
Years old. Yeah, that you could tell is hella old.
It's hella old. Like, I can see Al Heyman and Leonard Ellerbe having them old school revolvers with the wood handle.
That pearl handle.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But
like,
my God, got a Trey Deuce.
Yeah, got a Trey Deuce. Yeah. Like, I was just like, oh my God. I was like, Al Heyman sound like the Cookie Monster and shit. Like,
man.
That shit was wild. That shit was absolutely wild, man. But we got some folks in here. We not ain't gonna waste no time. We not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get right to it. Xander Zayas versus Boots Ennis. They weighed in a little bit earlier. Both guys made weight. Possibly the biggest fight of the year coming up tomorrow. Vlog with the weigh-in, and I don't think anyone was really concerned with Boots, but with Xander Zayas, how did you think he looked? Did he look drained? Did he look okay to you?
He looked balanced. We're going to be able to tell that cut that he had to do and that they went straight into camp, because after the initial face-off and the initial, agreement tour and all of that, he went straight to camp and he got quiet as a church mouse. So that was fat camp. You know what I mean? The outcome is the condition. But again, you're dealing with a young man. You know them youngsters, they don't like overtime. And if they got to do it, they not going to be putting in hella effort in it at overtime. So, again, that's the advantage Boots. And I spoke on it earlier. There's an age difference. This is like an 18-year-old fighting a 13-year-old. There is a difference in the level of natural strength. And then one dude's a natural puncher. The other dude's I gotta volume you and catch you with the perfect shot in a combination. You know what I mean? Like, he's not a one shot. He just not. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with not being that, but it's a deficit when you're going up against a guy that is, and a guy that's older, stronger, grown man strength going up against up and coming strength. He just getting off the Similac. You know what I mean? He put the sippy cups up. Now he ready to, you know what I mean, act like he want to hang out in front of the delis and ask somebody to get him a 40. You're not, slow down. You're not ready yet. You got a couple of straps, but they, you can find them out in the park from these hobos that lost their titles. You know what I mean? So he found them out in some park. So a real champ gonna come take them off of him come Saturday night. So that's what it is. What it is with that.
Fan podcast. He said I can see Al with a 2-shot shooter. That's funny.
A Dillinger.
He got a Daz Dillinger.
Man. A 2-5 in the sleeve.
He got a deuce 5 in the sleeve. That is hilarious. Patrick Allen, what's going on? He said, "What sport?" I need you to come back in with that. I don't know what you talking about, champ.
It's saying right up there, baby. Boxing, baby. Talk to us. We talk back.
We on boxing. Yes, sir. Fan podcast. Boots is a knockout artist. Absolutely. And it's with bad intentions too. Like he has really bad intentions in the ring. And whether you love Boots or hate him, like, you gotta respect the mentality that he walks into the ring with. Like, he definitely not trying to log into overtime hours. Like, he's definitely coming in there to try to end the night early. He ain't trying to.
But he don't chase it. He don't chase it. He let the fight come to him. He waits for the openings. He helps develop the openings. He's a guy that make 8 rounds look real short, real sweet. Like, damn, it's already, oh yeah, and it's over. You know what I mean? So that's why I said 8. I'm cutting it off at the average for Boots. Or his KOs average 6, so I'm gonna get a champ an extra couple rounds because he is the champ. That you know what I mean?
So we're going with 8.
I'm going with 8.
Okay. I ain't mad at you. I'm still I don't know, bro.
8 on the type of fight. Now, if Xander is boxing, it could possibly take 10 because then Boots is going to have to use his natural loss of condition and loss of energy level against him from all that running. And then Boots might catch up to him a little later if he's on that. But if he's trying to draw a line in the sand and that mano a mano style, oh yeah, it's going to be 8. And that's the longest. But if he's boxing outside using the ring, you know what I mean, slipping off them ropes and tying up and slowing the fight down, it could be a longer night. And I could say 10, I could see 10. But then that's going to work against him because he's not a late round fighter. He's not a 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round guy that's steamrolling people. So,
fan podcast, he said I got Boots win in 5. Wow.
I heard a couple people say 5. I think it was what's the old boy from Brooklyn? What's the boy
Shannon Briggs?
Zab. No, Zab. I think Zab. Yeah, Zab said 5. And that's crazy.
Yeah. That's ambitious. It's ambitious. Not impossible though. Anson Allen, big shout out to you, family. He said, I think Boots either end Zayas' career or if nothing else, Zayas won't be fighting for a while. And when he does fight, he'll never fight the same. It's going to be that brutal.
I don't think so because what they're starting to learn in boxing is one loss doesn't take your stardom away, and they need that in boxing. They still have to keep cultivating stars. It takes a lot of money. So once you put a certain amount of money into a fighter like a Xander, I don't think a loss is going to have him, even if it's a bad loss. They're just going to have to make sure they're not matching him up against the Boots and the Terrence Crawford type of fighters. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I can say. But I don't see him being shelved. It's too much. He's too young, and he's a better fighter than a Berlanga.
Well, I think the key in his comment, he said that when he does fight, he won't fight the same.
I mean, yeah, he put all of that in there, but that's why I said it won't be how he fights won't be up to him the next time he fights because they're not going to put him in there where he's shotgun shy because he's not fighting that same level of talent.
Gotcha. Anson Allen saying physically he won't be the same no matter what kind of money is on the table. And to be honest with you, bro, like it could very well play out like that. If Boots is on his game, it could very well play out like that. We haven't seen Roman Villa in a long time. That's the guy that Boots fought in Atlantic City, and would he knock him out in the 11th? I want to say,
I remember
the 10th or the 11th.
Yeah, he was on the build up. He was supposed to be the Kobe stopper. I mean, the Boots stopper. I'm sorry.
yeah. So, I guess I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I think Boots gets Zayas up out of there. I'm going round 11. I'll tell you why though. I couldn't give the prediction Tuesday. I couldn't give it yesterday. I had to see what Xander Zayas looked like during the weigh-in and the face-off. And Vlog, like you said, he looked very balanced. He didn't look drained. He didn't look worn out. He didn't look like a skeleton. So,
but what he also didn't look like, he didn't look super energetic either.
Which I'm okay.
Very stoic.
Yeah, which I'm okay with because we both said he had a fat camp. So coming off a fat camp and being energetic, they don't even coincide. So stoic, I'll take stoic. You know what I'm saying? I'll take stoic. So I think with that being said, I think he'll rehydrate pretty well. I think early in the fight, I think he'll be very disciplined and very cautious in those first couple of rounds. I can see Boots focusing a lot on the body and pot shots early, and Boots will gradually start turning it up. But there is an avenue for Zayas to be very competitive in this fight, and I'm definitely going to get into that. I know in the last show we did talk some strategy for Zayas. There is some things that he can do to keep himself in the fight. He needs to be relatively close after 6. If he gets to 6, you know what I'm saying? Let me get in the comment section real quick. Fan podcast: if Zayas beats Boots, this will boost up his legacy. Absolutely, absolutely. Certainly will. Anson Allen said,
Hey, let me say this real quick. If they
mhm.
smart, they would never even put him in this type of fight again to make sure his legacy would be capped. Because with other great Latin fighters, they've won big fights and then turned around and had to do it again. But we in that era where they can guide you around these big fights. Tank, Shakur, Haney, all of these guys can be guided around each other to withstand whatever they felt like they've built up. And with him being a unified, beating a pound for pound guy, they could guide him around big fights for the rest of his career.
um, that's gonna be
Like they did
interesting.
Canelo. Like they did Canelo.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I guess my first question would be how long will Zayas stay at 54? Second thing, if he goes up to 60, is like what competition is at 60? Like a long list of names that would be acceptable to the general public. Hopefully he can stay at 154 because the better names and the better competition is at 154.
Nah, but if he wins this fight, he's moving up. They're not going to put him right back in the Shark Tank against a Charlo, against a Spence. They're not going to do that. They're going to move him up, let him eat easy, be the marquee guy to cash it. The Canelo, they're looking for a new Canelo. If he wins this, and if he loses, he could still be the new Canelo. Just saying.
I don't know about the new Canelo, but um, I would say if he's moving up to 60 after this fight, which I think he should do, win or lose, because you don't want a guy, especially a young guy that's struggling really bad to make weight. That could be equivalent to a very bad night in the office if you keep playing around with that. If he goes up to 160, it's really just a matter of finding the right opponents at 160 to
That
kind of keep the momentum going.
Yeah, they got a couple guys on the undercard. The winner of the Tucker fight. That is a fresh face. Way somebody you could jump right into 160, beat, because neither one of those guys, Jihad, no shade to him. He's not a killer in the ring like that, and neither is the guy that he's fighting. So it would be interesting that I could see the road as they paving it out. Why even put these dudes on a card if there's no future plans with them?
Jihad Tucker for sure because they're all a part of Top Rank.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a future matchup. They'll feed him to they're not putting any money in him and investing in him as they did with Mason.
Yeah. Anson Allen said it's going to be a modern day Rocky 4, and you know which part. Let me see. Yop Sticks, big shout out to you, family. Said Lester Martinez. Well, Lester Martinez is 168. So that's a little bit up, but
I
maybe
see what
down the
he's saying.
line.
Like
I see
he
what he's
talking
saying
about
though. I see what
names,
he's saying like
like those
names.
up and coming. Yeah.
Yeah, his names. I see where you're going with that player. I see where you're going with that. Now, I know we kind of tapped on this a little bit in the last show, but I kind of want to rehash it. Vlog, if you are Boots Ennis, what is the strategy going in? What is the best course of victory for Boots? How would you tell him to go about it?
Stick jab, testing the lower body, seeing what his speed like, feints, obviously. You know what I mean? See what he biting on. Fainting upstairs, fainting downstairs. See what his movement's like. Like if you press him, is he going right? Is he going straight back? Is he trying to pivot? Like you want to do a lot of movement testing in the first, second round before you start keying in on like overhand rights, body shots, anything like that. Like just test his movement, see what style fight he gonna give to you. Because again, Boots, you could give up a round or two to learn a little bit about your opponent and then go to work 3, 4, 5, 6, and finish it between 7 and 8. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I actually agree with a lot of that. I don't want Boots to forget his feet. Um, Mainly because I think the battle that Boots is gonna have in this fight is him wanting to walk down Xander Zayas and Boots giving Xander Zayas too many offensive opportunities to land. And that's where that discipline comes in at. If Boots is disciplined, then he's going to show it with his footwork. He's going to create more opportunities for him to land and for Zayas to be out of position to where he can respond. If Boots is too anxious and he's just in kill mode, he's going to walk through the front door, no admission being paid, and he's trying to wreck everything in the living room. And that's where it might be his best strategy, but it's his most dangerous strategy because that's going to give Xander Zayas some opportunities offensively. I don't want to see Boots turn this into a firefight because that's really the only way he could possibly lose this fight. If he turns it into a firefight and he's just leaving his chin out there. We have seen Boots do that when he's in kill mode. Like he'll get sloppy defensively. He'll take some shots that he shouldn't be taking. That's the only shot Xander Zayas has, in my opinion, because he doesn't hold any of the physical metrics over Boots.
But
so I'm kind of curious to see what Boots does in terms of his discipline with his feet in this fight.
This is where I could come back with you and defend Boots and a bit of recklessness in a fight like this. When have you ever seen Xander Zayas hurt anybody while punching with them or counter punching them? He's never done it. He's a front foot stopper. He's got to stop somebody off of combinations. He's got to stop somebody off a surprise shot. Then he gets to overwhelming a guy. He's not a guy that catches you in between or catches you coming in. That's not his forte. So I'm for Boots. Even a sort of a firefight or opening it up and seeing what he's going to throw, I don't think will be harmful because you're not getting hit by a guy that's a single shot guy.
See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I'm gonna tell you why I don't agree with it though.
I ain't saying do it. I'm just saying it was something for me that wouldn't fear me. I ain't say do it. I just said it doesn't fear me.
Okay, so I'm not saying that it fears me either, but with Boots, here's the thing with Xander Zayas. If Xander Zayas is going to catch you with anything on an in-between shot or bang-bang shot, it will be that left hook. It will be the left hook. That's what he usually lands in a bang-bang exchange. The thing with Boots is whether it scares you or not, it's the opportunities that he's giving out that he doesn't have to. I think that's the point. He doesn't have to. He can look extremely good without giving Xander Zayas any opportunities. So that I think that's the mental battle, and not only for Boots, but for Bozy to keep Boots in check in this fight because it's New York City, it's bright lights. I'm pretty sure Boots is going to want to put on a show, and usually when Boots want to put on a show, sometimes his chin is up here. You know what I'm saying? As dynamic as he is, we don't like Boots' chin up here when he in kill mode. Not in this type of fight. He need to fight a clean fight, a Roman Villa type performance where he's sharp on all levels. If he gets reckless, that's the only avenue Zayas has. This is the only because anybody can land a money shot. Anybody can land a money shot. Anybody.
Not Xander. Not Xander. Anybody else probably, but not Xander Zayas. I don't see it. Not from the body or anything. He's hitting a grown man. He's not hitting some other untested world quote unquote champion. I don't know how they got the belt over to Germany to a black dude. I didn't even know it was black Germans. That being said, who was dude? How like just these are the type of guys that he's beat.
Yeah.
So I'm not in any fear for Boots of any punching power that this young man has. Again, I told you, it's like an 18-year-old fighting a 13-year-old. You young boy might be kind of feisty and kind of strong, but if I hit him in his chin, he gonna know he being hit by an elder.
I'm with you on that, but from a strategy standpoint,
I know what you're saying.
you see
I
what
know
I'm
what you're
saying? Like
saying.
I'm just,
Yeah.
I would be a lot better off.
That's why I
if he
said take
limits
it
the
easy.
opportunity.
Yeah, take it easy the first couple rounds, even if people a little bit, buoy a little bit. You know how them New Yorkers can get. They get a little buoy, that Apollo booing going on out there. So even if they are first, second round, taking it easy, testing his movement, you know what I mean? Definitely sticking to the body because I want his hands to come down. That's what you doing. Leaning, making him think he can reach and touch you with something. So
Yeah.
footwork is key. You know what I mean? Testing what his reactions is key. Feints, all of that. Seeing how he's going to react to you pivoting. Is he going to try to turn with you? All of that, you soak all of that up. That's data. Like I said, come round 3, 4, then you can actually start implementing some offense. Like I'm thinking double jab to get close, and then you start from downstairs, work your way up. Instead of the uppercut to the chin we looking for, start throwing it to the body. Start hitting them elbows. Start hitting the wrists and things like that. And it's going to open it up to where though he's going to start trying to curl up just to defend that shot. And then that one to the chin going to come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Anson Allen said as long as he's defensively sound, he can walk through the front door. You talking like you've been watching us for a little bit. That's something I would say. Fan podcast. I'm waiting for my guy Amari Jones to fight. Who is his next opponent? Amari Jones is
he just fought like a month ago. Yeah, he just come off.
He got a little wild.
We might see him October, November or something.
Yeah,
we
Amari
might.
Jones is tough. He's tough, man. He's a good fighter. Let's see. D Young, big shout out to you. Says Xander has to get Boots respect. Period. I agree. He's gonna have to get his respect. But the thing is, bro, Boots is a very disrespectful individual in that ring. He is extremely disrespectful. You know that badass kid that just talk shit. Like no matter who around, it don't matter if it's the kids, the adults. Like that's Boots in the ring. Like he is extremely ignorant, inside that ring. So for Xander to get Boots respect, that's gonna be very difficult to do. And I haven't seen anyone get Boots respect yet. So, but that is the mission though. He's gonna
now I think I ain't gonna fraud. I think Karen got his respect, but I don't think it's from Karen's ability to box. I think it's from Karen's ability to last 24 rounds. That's the only thing I could say Boots has respected inside that boxing ring from his opponents, because everybody else hasn't. They've got shut out, looked terrible. Oh, it was my night and all of that. There's a bunch of other excuses. But as far as who earned it, I would think that's the only person, just because he lasted, not that he did any damage or anything.
I agree. I actually agree with that. Anson Allen, he said that's what Zayas is betting on, is in between shots to catch Boots. So I think the only way Zayas wins the fight is unless Zayas lands like a money shot that just Boots just doesn't see and hurts him. I just don't see it happening. But that's why I keep reiterating, if Boots is disciplined, he's limiting those opportunities.
So he's saying that Zayas, the only way to even allow that to happen is to be coming forward, because I don't think he's not a counterpuncher. Not that he can't do it, but it's not like he sets people up for the counterpunch, and that's part of his natural boxing game. Like, so for him to punch in between Boots or punch with Boots, that means he's going to be having to create the activity to allow that to happen. So I don't see him really coming forward like that.
I'll meet you in the middle of the street on that one. I haven't seen Xander Zayas really counter punching off the back foot. That's what I
That's what I
haven't
mean.
seen. That's what I haven't seen from him. So if Boots is coming forward, right, and we got them throwing at the same time, I haven't seen Xander Zayas in his career be able to land something on the back foot, not only to get somebody's attention, but like significant to, you know what I'm saying, where you're getting that person's respect on a consistent basis. So that's something that Zayas is going to have to show me because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it from him, and I don't ask fighters to do something I ain't never seen before. We're gonna see though.
Yeah.
Fan podcast said yes, sometimes Boots try to show off and leave that chin open. Yeah, I mean, anybody that's watched Boots, you've seen that in several fights. But that's the thing that the haters kind of go on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
they'll take those moments and think he's sloppy.
But at the same time that they're thinking about that, don't you think he's thinking about he knows who he's doing that against? He's not doing that against a Crawford-esque, a Spence, a Charlo type of guy. And I doubt very seriously that he will do that to Zayas to appease fans or do anything like that. He's not really a showboat fighter for us. He might do something for himself inside the ring, which will aggravate his dad and things like that. But I don't think he's going to have that mindset. He's letting all that go during this press in the promo. Tomorrow night, locked in, baby. It's chess. It ain't checkers. He gonna be locked in. I don't think we're gonna see all of that we think the buildup has shown us, like this bravado, this new character that Boots has never been. He's just a little bit louder. He's always been this guy, just talking a little bit more.
Yeah, Anson Allen said even Boots being reckless can overwhelm Zayas. That's a good point.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I gotta put a star on that. I actually like that one.
I get it could make Zayas shy to let anything go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Said Boots sometimes have
my namesake. What up? What up, Herb?
Right? Boots sometimes have little issues with movers.
That's runners. That's not. It's a difference.
Yeah,
Nobody pivoting on no bam and taking advantage of Boots on angles, and it's guys. That's runners. Having to track them down. Yeah, I give you that. But it's running to being a evasive boxer is two different things.
Yeah. He said Zayas can box. No, Zayas.
That's what I said. What style of fighter is he going to do? Is he going to be using the ropes, using his jab, left?
He gonna try to.
Is he gonna draw a line? Yes. Which one?
Right. Ramon Cruz, my guy, low in the building, man. What's going on? He said, "That's what I'm saying." He said, "I agree." Herbert Williams, he did it in the Garcia fight. Let's see. Slide counter. Big shout out to you, family. He said, Ennis too instinctive for Zayas, where Zayas won't see the punch coming.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I put a star on that one too.
That feint, Boots feinting the jab. Zayas trying to counter the jab with his own jab. Boots over the top with a stingy leg wobbler. Like, I could see something like that. Because Boots hand quick.
Yeah. Herbert said, Karen was moving good on him the second fight.
But but it wasn't offensively effective movement. It was a movement to survive. It wasn't engaging movement. It wasn't like he was moving, getting Boots pent up on the ropes and doing good works like that, or pivoting Boots and throwing check left hooks or anything. He had survival movement, bro. Come on now. Let's be honest about that.
I would say the only difference between the movement with Karen in the first fight versus the second, Karen in the second fight he was trying to do more turning versus running. The first fight was it was a track meet. But the second fight, he was trying to pivot a little bit more in the second fight.
Did he pivot to do anything offensive?
Yeah, that's a separate topic. I'm with you on that. That's a separate topic.
I think it's the same. Like, you could be pivoting all day, but if you're not pivoting and countering, throwing a straight right, if you're not pivoting, turning your guy into a hook, pivoting to reset yourself for an uppercut to the body, something offensive. Pivoting defensively is just pivoting defensively. It's still a form of running.
Yeah, but I'm just only reason I said that, bro, is because I was literally just going off of his just his comment.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm not. Yeah. I'm thinking. I'm arguing the way I see his comment to what I saw in the fight. You know what I mean? He can. I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just trying to get him to really see is a different form of running. You can run and tie up. That's running. You just tying up all fight. You still running.
Right.
You know what I mean? To a certain extent.
Yeah, if it's a bunch of moving and there's no offensive
engaging.
Yeah, then yeah, I'm with you. Let me see. Anson, all honesty, I believe Boots is so hungry to the point he probably won't even feel Zayas punches. That's well.
Damn.
That's we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that.
That juice talk.
That's juice talk. That's space juice talk. We don't want that. Herbert Williams, he said, nah, he was in the pocket at times, but Zayas is 100 times better than that guy. Well, yes, he's 100 times better than Karen, but the thing is, we don't know. Like, Zayas is not great at anything. Like, he's not great at anything. Like, he's solid in some areas. So we don't know what he's gonna do in this fight. Like, we don't know what he's gonna feel most comfortable with. Like, is because if he's on the outside, that's gonna be trouble because Boots got the quicker feet. If you're on the inside, you giving Boots just an up close view at his target. And he said his head is big, he ain't gonna miss. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays. Smooth life in the building. What's going on, bro? He said, "What up, G5 Link?" He always wants the link. Well, I'm actually give it to you for a couple minutes before we get up out of here. But so you said 8? You said 8, bro?
Yeah, I say 8. And I say it's from the body work. I think that body work will get to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 11. I do think Boots is gonna do some tremendous body work in this fight, but I think it's gonna
answer me this. And let me ask you a question to your 11. How is Xander getting to 11?
I think it's going to be a good amount of movement early. I would say probably first 4 rounds. I think Boots is going to fight a disciplined first 4, and I think Zayas is going to do a lot of moving first 4. So that's 1 through 4. 5 through 9. I think with Zayas, I think he's going to start throwing some shots, but I think he's going to spend more time on the back foot than what he should. And I think he's going to be doing some clinching in this fight as well. He's going to realize early that Boots is a grown man in that ring. So I think it's going to be survival mode for a lot of that. And I think Boots, the accumulation of the body shots, he's going to start feeling it around 8, 9. And I think it's going to open up some big head shots. So I'm thinking 11.
I think I feel, I ain't gonna lie. You know why I feel like 5 is not far-fetched now that I'm thinking on it? Because if it was a fat camp, then the work that he had to do to cut the weight could take away from his durability. So I see a Ryan Garcia Tank scenario, and that body shot get up in there, and it don't necessarily have to be a hook. It could be a right hand to the body, because Boots is lethal with either hand to the body. So I think it could be some body work early, and just that natural power turning over and catching the young boy and sitting him down.
I mean, I can see that happening too. Usually the my very good Rican fighters, they can take a good body shot. So I'm expecting.
Vargas just lost his title off a body shot, and then he got countered. And so I think the Matchroom is going after the Puerto Ricans' weakest champions. This is back-to-back fights. Matchroom is going after the Puerto Ricans' weakest world champions, and I think it's going to be.
Yeah, I think I could see I could see it playing out a couple ways, but I'm gonna stick with 11. Anson Allen,
Okay.
he said, "You saw the way in. LOL. Don't be surprised if Boots walk through all of Zayas shots, no juice tuck." Um,
No, we know it ain't the
we know
homie
ain't no
all
juice
natural,
tuck. We just,
baby.
yeah,
Ain't nothing but
yeah.
juices and berries, baby. Just
Nothing
juices and berries.
nothing but H2O. Nothing but H2O. You know what I mean? My guy Low, he say I say 10 and 11. Yeah, low.
Okay.
I think we process
Okay.
boxing like a little
I
bit.
mean,
Uh,
he gave me you giving me thought to how he can make it the tie up game. I get it. Early movement, just staying himself out of danger, and then trying to open up, keeping the fans engaged in the middle while still being cautious. I could see him doing that and making it to 10 or 11. But it's
yeah,
all of that's going to make him more tired, in my estimation.
but I agree with that, and that kind of what goes into my 11. Because I think Zayas is gonna be worn out by like 8 or 9. I think he's gonna be worn out by 8 or 9, man. And I'm talking about mentally tired, like mental pressure, because he's gonna be
Like,
getting
yeah,
pressured all night. He gonna
like,
get pressured all day
like
long. Yeah,
you think this is fighting in Puerto Rico and winning the belt the way he did, the second belt, bigger as a stage, or being in the Barclays is a bigger stage for him at this time? Not his opponent. We ain't
nah,
talking about his
New
opponent. We
York
talking
is.
about New York. I mean, well, that's his home
I think New
country and
York.
home.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think the only reason I'm saying New York is because of his opponent when he fought at home. That was his former sparring partner. So he was beyond familiar with Abbas. He was beyond familiar. So that I feel like that took away from the atmosphere a little bit, and that's why he fought the way he did, because he knows him so well. I think if it was a fighter he wasn't familiar with, I think he'd have fought a little bit different. He fought damn near reckless in that fight at home. So, but I think New York is going to be the biggest stage, bigger opponent, more eyes on the fight. If you remember with that fight, they had to put that thing on ESPN Classic because they didn't have a
Yeah.
network at the time. So a lot of people caught the replay of that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I
So
didn't care. I didn't remember seeing it live either.
I didn't see it live. I caught a
Okay.
replay. I caught a replay. Um, Let me see. Herbert Williams says Zayas is bigger and more technical and disciplined. Boots more talented. Boots like to do a lot of the times throw the game plan out and bang. That's that Philly ish. Um,
That's not
can,
true to a certain extent. Boot.
go ahead, go cook
See,
on that,
when
bro.
you say more technical, you just mean 1, 2, 3, traditional, come behind the jab, all of that. Boots is still can do all of that. He just looks better when he does it. So you're saying my man is more technical. That means robotic to me. When you got a dude that could do the same 1, 2, 3 traditional combination and move off of it and look sweet while he does it. That's technical. Your man is more robotically traditional than he. I would say he's technically better. I just totally disagree with that. You murdering my name right now, my dude. You murdering my name. You're not upholding it with these arguments. Well, my dude, come on now, baby.
um, Herbert, I'm gonna give you a chance to kind of come back on this. So when you say more technical and disciplined, do you mean that he's do you think are you saying that Zaya's style is just more basic, more traditional? Is that where you're going with that? Um,
That's what he
yeah,
means. He's talking about comparing Xander Zayas to Ben Whitaker. Yeah, Xander Zayas is more technically sound than Ben Whitaker. There's still a difference in how they do. Each of them does the technical stuff. Ben Whitaker is probably going to be a little bit faster throwing your traditional 1, 2, 3 combination that we
right.
all learn in boxing. Xander Zayas might just do it a little better because he's been doing it traditionally longer. So
Yeah.
technically, he looks better.
Right. You know what, Herbert, I'll go here with you on this. To kind of categorize your statement, I'm gonna take it back to another PR fighter, man, Miguel Cotto, when he fought Zab Judah back in the day. A lot of people would have said Cotto was more technically sound. Zab was just more dynamic, like physically, but he was technically sound as well. So when I read your comment, that's kind of where it took me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more so two guys that are technically sound. One is more physically dynamic than the other. Um, Slide counter. You said in order to offset Ennis kind of rhythm, you have to have that Mike McCallum kind of timing and power, and I don't think Zayas has neither. Um, I like that comment. Not a lot of people has that Mike McCallum skill set. He's probably one of the most underrated fighters ever. Mike McCallum was a you talking about tacticians. Hold on, I'm getting a little off the topic, but if you need to watch a fight where two guys are so technically sound, please pull up James Toney versus Mike McCallum. If you need a boxing lesson to watch, James Toney versus Mike McCallum. I can watch those fights day, all day long. But yes,
You
I
know
don't
what?
think
You know
Diaz
what I
has either.
see.
Mhm.
You know what I see. To beat somebody like Boots, you have to have some of that old school type of skill set where you can be punching from underneath and still be throwing traditional punches, bringing your hand up and still throwing a regular jab. But it's so quick and unique the way them dudes used to do that style of fighting that it could be effective if these youngsters would use that. But they don't. So they're sticking to the traditional way of throwing traditional punches and not working on other ways of delivery. And it could help Zayas if he was able to use some of that McCallum, old school Tony, even Roy Jones used to do it, be able to throw hooks, but coming up from underneath so you would never see it coming. But and still be able to throw a traditional hook from the shoulder. So you know what I mean? Like if he could apply it to his game, which I think it's going to be too late in camp to work on that right now. But good thought.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take a combination of a lot of things to beat Boots. But I think a lot of people see that. And it's one of them things like you want to see the dominant person take a fall. You know what I mean? Um, let's see. Herbert said he sometimes take unnecessary clean shots. I agree. I agree. But again, I think Vlog made a very good point earlier. When Boots does those things, I think he's fully aware that in his mind that person can hurt him. So he feels like it's worth the risk. So to Boots, he don't feel like it's reckless. Even with the like the Stan Jonas fight, he felt like he could take a shot from Stan Jonas if that means he can get the money shot and like that third punch in the combination. If he got to take a Stan Jonas jab to get his hook off, he's like, okay, that's an exchange in my favor. So, but I do think Boots is smart enough to know who to do that with and who not to do that with. I just don't
And
want
and
him to
let's
do that.
be let's be real, bro. This is boxing. Like, come on,
Yes,
like
yes,
you gonna get hit, baby. We
you're
not
gonna get
giving him
hit.
no credit for having a chin. I didn't hear nobody in comments give Boots no credit for having a chin.
Right.
A lot of reckless talk, but you know what? He actually got a chin because I ain't seen him wobble, shake, boogie backwards from none of these punches y'all saying these contenders and his opponents have landed. I haven't seen no adverse results from it.
And I
So
and I wouldn't say Xander Zayas is a pure knockout artist either, and nobody's
he's
saying that
no,
either.
I've been saying that all day. He got to catch you with a combination and then run with it.
Yeah, I agree. Ramon Cruz said we think alike. We do think alike. We do think alike when it comes into boxing for sure. Herbert said I think Zayas is going to surprise y'all in this fight on how good he really is.
I
Um,
hope so.
I
I'm a
hope
fan
so
of boxing,
too.
so I hope so.
I
I'm not
hope
going fraud.
Herbert. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. What I want to happen is I want for Xander Zayas to have good moments in this fight to where he looks like a unified champion. Okay. And then whatever the result is, that's what the result is. But I do want Zayas to have a good performance. he can still get his ass whipped and have a good performance. You understand what I'm saying? Like it can happen that way. But I mainly want it because when Boots wins the fight, I need Boots to get full credit. Because I think what's going to happen is once Boots gets this victory, they're going to downplay Zayas. And I think that's disrespectful if you do that from a fan perspective. Because Zayas is
answer me this real quick, and everybody else can chime in.
Yes, sir.
Is method of victory important?
For who? For Boots?
For either.
Well, I think the only way Zayas wins the fight is by knockout. I think that's the only way he can win this fight.
So method of victory is important then?
No, that's his only option.
Then that means it's important.
That's his
he only got one option.
Yeah, it's
very
option.
important.
So it is
of utmost important. Of utmost important.
Yes. As far as Boots, I would love to see him get a knockout. I think he needs a knockout too, because I think if he goes 12 and dominates 10-2, 11-1, they'll find something to say. But I think it's important for both guys to get
Thank you. See, everybody else, please chime in on that question because this is your OG you dealing with. I'm intertwined in this conversation of boxing and the outcome and what we can discuss in the future. That's why we do this. So please chime in on that question. I appreciate it. That being said, I think you're correct because the first thing they're going to do if it was a 10-2 style victory, he was too young. Because I've heard murmurs of it over the last couple of weeks, but not a lot of people bringing up the young boy age. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking that's going to be the go-to. Oh, he was too young. He wasn't ready. He was overaccomplished at 23, unified champ. All of that, we're going to hear that from the Ku Klux Kellermans and all the rest of them bozos.
Oh man, I like that one. That's you know what? As far as the age thing, and this goes for any fighter. The moment you win a world title, age is out the window. Like you was young when you won the title. So what makes you defending it any different? You won it at a young age, you defended at a young age. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree with you. I'm just for I'm being a what they call them a prophet. You know what I mean? I'm just telling you, they go Sunday morning. Or matter of fact, I think Saturday night right after they gonna be cooking it up. It's gonna be a lot of computers overheating. with excuse talk.
For sure. Herbert said I got Zayas winning split decision. Only thing I can say to you about that, bro, bet it.
I respect it.
Bet it and donate to the channel after you bet it. You know what I'm saying? Slide counter. He said, I think Tucker versus Cedeno fight steals the show on Saturday. I don't know about stealing the show, but I think it'll be the second best fight. I think it'll be the second best. I think it'll be the best fight on the undercard. I can see that being a fire fight. I like Tucker too. I like Tucker.
I think he defensively he remind me of Mason. He is unsound defensively. You would think he'd be a lot slicker. And I'm worried about that fight for him. I think it's a 50-50 fight.
I'm not gonna go 50-50. I'll probably
Cedeno listen, there's no pressure on Cedeno. He literally has nothing to lose, and it's in front of his folks. I think the pressure going to be on Tucker. He's a guy that's, like I said, he's not very slick. If he gets into a firefight, it's a 50-50. I think Cedeño's a lot stronger. He looked better in the weigh-in when they faced off. He looked better.
I think Tucker might be physically stronger in the ring. If Tucker is sloppy, it's 50-50. I've seen Tucker.
Even in his wins, he looks sloppy. Even in his 14 wins, or what he got, 16 now? But even in his wins, he looks sloppy, bro. He's been rocked. So
yeah, but if Tucker if Tucker is on his boxer puncher game, you know what I'm saying? He's not really sloppy like that. He should win this fight. He should win this fight. If
I
he's
mean,
on his game, I would say
I'm
60-40.
just being honest, bro. That way, folks can't be like, "Oh, they just homers. They pulling for their peoples." I want people to understand we analyzing the game fairly. I think between the two of them, Tucker is the guy with the cement shoes when it comes to the movement in the ring, the ability to avoid danger, and even to be aggressive. Tucker's gonna be putting his chin out there, bro. I think is if he not boxing, and I mean boxing precisely behind the jab, straight rights, sliding, tying up properly, using the whole entire ring, it could be a loss. He has to box. He can't get into a fight.
Well, I think where I hear what you saying. I think where I lean towards Tucker is that I don't really believe in Cedeno offensively. I
I
think
get what you're saying,
Tucker's more dynamic offensively. I think that's where
but
Tucker
check
wins
this
the
out.
fight.
But am I correct when I say this? Tucker and Mason are great dynamically offensive guys. They're good. They have not all the arsenal. They could throw every punch in the book. But defensively, they are in the negative at this current state in their
I
careers.
I agree with that. My question after
So
that is, can the opponent actually capitalize off the sloppiness? And that's where I think Cedeno was not good enough.
oh, okay.
But
Okay.
you are correct though. You are correct.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
Tucker can be for the taking. I think it's got to be against somebody more skilled than Cedeno though. So it's more so Cedeno. I don't think he's going to be able to take advantage of the recklessness as much as he needs to get a dub in this fight. I like Tucker. I
So
like
you
Tucker.
don't think you don't see Daniel out toughing Tucker and this is a big stage for Tucker. To me, I think it's more pressure on Tucker, and I don't know. You know what I mean? I get what you're saying, and that I would be. I'm leaning Cedeno. I think that's the upset. I think they gonna have to lead the building with one up under the belt, and that might be the one. The PRs ain't going home with a donut, even though historically we gonna keep that donut for them for the marquee fights, but they might get an undercard and be able to take one. You know what I mean? But the main event ain't going their way, so I think this they fight.
Gotcha. I mean, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Don't get me wrong. I think it's gonna be a good fight. Um, Let me see. Herbert said he will be fine because he got to rehydrate. Yeah, I think Zayas will be fine. I think Zayas is gonna be fine. But the thing is, the longer it goes, Zayas is gonna be in more trouble as the fight goes on because Boots is one of the most accurate volume body punchers in the sport. People don't see it sometimes because he gets his guys out the way. But you take like the Roman Villa fight, he got the knockout because of all of that goddamn body work he was doing throughout the fight.
The Stan Jonas fight.
The Stanionis fight, same thing. They don't like them. Like, listen, they don't like them. They don't like them body shots, bro. Them sweet baby rays on them ribs. They don't like that. They don't like that at all, man. It's gonna be a lot of that tomorrow. A lot of it. Uh, Ramon Cruz, he said, nah. Wait, who is Vargas?
Vargas just lost his title to Bam.
Oh, that's what he was talking about. Smooth
118.
Life said, thanks. I got you, bro. Herbert said, what up? Let me and Louis join. Okay, I'm about to drop a link in. We can rock with them maybe the last like 10 minutes of the show. Herbert Williams is my boy. He know boxing. Let me see.
That's what's up. Respect.
Definitely NY. Said definitely NY. Hold on. Sometimes simple is better than. That's a loaded comment. You might have to give me an example of that. Hey vlog. I'm
Get him in. Get
I'm
him
gonna throw
in.
this link in the chat. Let me run through the rest of these real quick, and I'm gonna get them in. He said, Yop Sticks, five styles to boxing. Big shout out. Said, fire. Xander doesn't know the 5 styles to boxing. He said him versus none too. Said G5 get Williams on when you get a chance. He definitely do know boxing. No, I'm getting him in. I think Zayas fans at the weigh-in really boosted him up because honestly, his body language looked a little suspect, like the adrenaline working against him. He's starting to recognize. To be honest, bro, he had so much adrenaline going on in that fight. I think he wore himself out. Slide counter, exactly, throw underneath. Timothy Taylor, big shout out to you. Zayas needs to step up fights versus Lubin and Tim Zhu. I mean, he definitely beats Lubin, but Zhu would be a fight. Boots beard gives his chin cushion to take punches. I'm glad you said that because we gonna get, you know what? No disrespect. The rest of these comments is too much. I gotta get some I gotta put the link in the chat. I gotta put the link in the chat. And listen, I don't do this often, right? But y'all been rocking so much in here. I gotta give y'all an opportunity to cook. Disclaimer before you come in here, don't hit me with the Greg Hackett and put no stuff on the camera, man. Like, yo, man, I'm trying to keep my channel. I'm trying to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Boxing nerd in the building, man. Big shout out to Boxing Nerd. My guy, Ty Finney the Legend in the building. Said salute. I was in the building for the Via Stanionis fights. It was great to witness Boots get those stoppages. Yeah, he's a problem. It's a problem.
Cousin Ty, what's happening, nephew?
What up?
Little bro. That's my brother.
Yes, sir. Got my guy Lennar in the building, aka Schmoove Life in the building. What's going on, baby?
Hey, what up, G5?
What's up with you?
Man, weren't we just talking a couple months ago? We're like, man, who Boots gonna fight next?
I remember that show. That show we had my guy on here too, and we was going back and forth about that. That was a couple months ago. That was actually you know what? That was around the Josh Kelly and Bachram fight.
Yep. It was like Josh Kelly started acting a little funny. We're like, man, we don't know if he's gonna
get the fight. And I remember during that show, I said, I
wouldn't even put that on Josh Kelly. That's that motherfucker Hearn protecting that bum. That's all that was. That you know what I mean? That's Eddie Hearn protecting that bum because he should have served him up the Boots on a silver platter.
He might have to. Now we got a bigger fight, well, at least a bigger stateside fight, and a fight that's actually more important for his legacy. And this is the exact fight that Boots needed because, like I said, man, Shakur.
So you correct. You correct, but you telling me Boots going over there and grabbing that belt wouldn't have been big for his legacy and for his profile?
No, it would have, but not for two belts though. And I think that
that's the two belts definitely makes a difference, no doubt about. But both stages is big. Main event Barclays.
Hold on, real quick. Herb, click on the link that's in the chat. It's under Boxing First Vlogs and it's under mine. It say StreamYard.com. Click on that. You'll be able to get in.
So
hold on, real quick, bro. We got Boxing Nerd in the building, man. What's going on, bro?
What's going on? I'm here to debunk the whole beard gives you cushion shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Stay on. We about to get on that. He said he wants to debunk the whole beard cushion thing. Boxing Nerd, stay on hold real quick. I'm coming to you. Hey, Lennar, go ahead.
Okay. So, yeah, like I said, man, we was waiting to do this, and I'm happy that he got the fight he needed because, like I said, Shakur, Haney, all his peers are getting big fights, becoming household names. I needed the same thing to happen to make the step in the right direction. This is perfect. I got Boots by 10th round stoppage. I think that if you look at Xander's last fight, I think that he got tired, he got sloppy. And his inexperience started to show. Nobody talks about that. I guess about morale, just because he's young. He's 23 years old. He's still not in his prime yet. So I started to see that. I said that can't happen against Boots. Because if that happens against a killer like Boots, Boots is going to eat you alive and get you up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Hey, Lennar, hold on real quick, bro. I got my dog H. Will in the building. Hold on, hey, H. Will, before we get started, yo. I know H. Will ready to rock. He was pacing before I got him on stage. He was pacing like a motherfucker. I'm like, yo, he ready to cook.
My man
What's up, bro?
Ramon, man, he been trying to get me on this for a minute, man. We just had bad
Hey,
timing
hey,
and all that.
bro. I appreciate you jumping on, man. You my man, Low People, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yo. So
Yeah.
let me know what you think of the fight, bro.
First, to be honest with you, this fight is gonna be. I think it's gonna be the best fight at 154. I think whoever wins is gonna be the best fight at 154. And I just think Boots sometimes he get hit with unnecessary shots. Sometimes he'll switch from southpaw to orthodox at the wrong time. But he got a lot of talent. He got a lot of skills, but I think he abandoned the skills sometimes because he got that Philly in him where he want to bang all the time and all that. So, and Xander doesn't do that. The only reason why Xander fought his last fight like that, he was in Puerto Rico. He trying to get the knockout for the people and all that. That was the first fight in Puerto Rico, so I'm not gonna blame him for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Will, I think and I actually want to ask all of y'all this. Will, go first. That Zayas last fight, when did you see him starting to get tired in that fight? What round?
I wouldn't say tired, but if you had to say, probably like 7th or 8th or something like that. But he said he hurt his hand as well, though. He said he hurt his hand around that time as well. You know what I mean?
That ain't got nothing to do with stamina.
Can I
I don't think
rebut?
he was tired. I don't think he was tired, but I ain't look tired.
Brother Will, can I rebut your earlier statement of the recklessness or reckless abandon? I think you say you feel Boots has at times. Wouldn't that be an offensive threat to somebody like Xander Zayas, where you would put him in a crash test dummy style fight and force the action? He would be the one in trouble.
Yeah, but I mean, if you go, if Xander Zayas he going there stupid, Boost can lay him out like that. But Xander Zayas, I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna stick to the game plan. And
what is your game plan for you? Because I don't think we got that from you. Like, what is your game plan for him as far as what you believe they're going to do?
Boost.
Zayas.
He's gonna stay technical. He's gonna box and he's gonna stay technical. It's gonna be I think it's going for Boost to beat him. It's gonna have to be a boxing match. All that banging and stuff, I don't think that's gonna go down. I'm not gonna lie to you because I don't think Xander's gonna give him that. It's gonna have to be. He's gonna have to break him down by technically boxing. I think it's gonna be one of those matches.
Hey, Will, hold on real quick. Boxing nerd, if you still in, I know you said you wanted to debunk the whole beard and cushion thing. Can you get into that for me, bro?
My synopsis of the beard cushion thing is I feel like it's an insecurity of Zayas not really thinking he has a punch like that. Because I'll give you a few examples of beard not being a cushion and a beard getting people knocked down or out.
Okay.
One of the best examples was, remember when Jose Zepeda fought that Puerto Rican kid that was undefeated or coming up?
Yeah,
he had a big ass beard.
He had a big beard.
He got stopped in the first round.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
He had a big ass beard and he got stopped in the first round. Another example is Caleb Plant versus Canelo. Big ass beard, stopped in the 11th round.
That's why he brought the beard up. It was because of that.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on, real quick, y'all, real quick. Vlog, can confirm this for me. So Ryan Garcia actually mentioned this as well. So basically in the amateurs, they have this thing, like if you have like a big beard, they would make it an issue in the amateurs and try to get a guy to cut his beard down. That's more of an amateur argument. But in the pros, people that use that, it's almost like gamesmanship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you'll be in the back and you'll see their opponent like wrapping their hands, and some trainers just out of gamesmanship, they'll be like, I don't like that wrap. It's going like this, it's going like that. Make him re-wrap it. You know what I'm saying? It seemed more like gamesmanship to me, but there's no scientific evidence where like a beard is going to.
It's a superstition.
Yeah, I never really heard. I ain't gonna lie, I never really heard that, but I was wondering. I'm like, hey, bringing up the beard. I'm like, what that got to do with it?
Didn't J-Rock have a cushion under his chin when he ate that uppercut from Charlo? So
of course he did.
That didn't help him. So yeah, so I don't. That's weak. That's weak from them. That's hella weak.
I'll give you one more example. Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder in the third fight. He got dropped how many times?
Yeah, and he was heavy.
Deontay Wilder, man. He probably one of the hardest punches of all time, man.
It doesn't matter, bro. You got caught clean.
But that chin ain't.
Tyson Fury had one of the greatest chins ever, didn't he?
Yeah, but a boxing nerd. Yo, listen, I ain't got the smoothest beard in the world, but it don't feel like concrete neither. If somebody hit me with a money shot,
exactly,
my beard gonna be on the ground. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. That shit gonna be on the ground, bro, for sure. Like I think
what it is. It's
more gamesmanship. But you know what though? A boxing nerd. Let me say this real quick, bro.
Yeah.
For them to attempt that type of gamesmanship, that show you how bad Boots is, bro.
I just think it's a mental ploy. It's a mental ploy to throw him more mentally.
Yeah,
but it is to go in there mad and all that.
They said he got to trim his beard a little bit.
Or they're gonna give him a $50,000 fine. And he doesn't. He could just take the fine. Honestly, it's $50,000.
Listen, I'm not paying.
I go it. Hey,
$50,000. Hey, ain't nobody trying to pay them $50,000.
I'm not paying $50,000 to get my beard trimmed. Like, nah, like,
bro. I go in there butt faced and knock his ass smooth the fuck out. I will go in there butt faced. Oh, y'all went there, man.
You could probably just cut it down a little bit.
They said he.
No, I
1.8 inches. Apparently,
just on GP, I will go in there butt face, and look younger than him because he actually looks young to be a 28-year-old. So you know what I mean. Make it even then, since y'all worry about age, and I know they're gonna bring up age as an issue after the fight. So
nah, they going. I don't think they're gonna bring him that. I think
after the fight,
yeah, they will, bro. You know why?
Gonna get no, but you gotta understand, Xander Zayas is the underdog going in this fight. So that's like majority of the fights. You the underdog, they're gonna say something. Yo, man, you know,
that's the bookmakers. That's the bookmakers. We talking about the bozos that lead the talk for not real ones, but for the majority of the casuals, the Ku Klux Klan, Kellerman, and all of them type of dudes. Them bozos they're already making excuses, bro. And age is going to be the one they run to first.
He's a unified champion. He was
weight drained and all this other stuff. Yeah.
That's his problem. That's his fault.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with you.
Here's the thing. He signed up for it, and this is what this is my point. If he had weight issues into this fight. He had weight issues when he won the title.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, to me, all this shit about Zayas looking drained. He don't look drained to me, man. His face looks like it has color. Like he made this fight easy, like he made every other fight on 54. I don't see a way.
I mean, he didn't look drained to me either, but
he didn't look drained. He didn't look drained.
Because he just.
But he get the rehydrate though. He get the rehydrate.
Yeah, he get the rehydrate.
But answer me this. Do you think they were on pace based on his natural training progression in between his fights? Was he on pace for a fight this short from announcement to actually going down? Or do you think they really rushed camp to get him in proper weight? And so that's something that could affect him fight night.
No.
I'm being honest because you have downtime. You got family time. You're not always in the gym and things like that. So you think they were always on pace for their natural training regimen?
He's a big dude. They was talking about him for the last 2 fights that he's big for that weight class. Yeah. And to be honest with you, he was trying to get another belt. He was trying to get Josh Kelly. They didn't want the fight, so he went to go get Boots. So I really believe after this fight, he's going to 160, whether he win or lose.
No doubt. I agree with that too. I agree with that. I said that too.
I think that
his team said that already. His team literally said that.
Yeah. And fellas, the thing is, it's the best thing for him because we've seen guys stay at a weight too long. You know what I'm saying? Just
your man Devin Haney's supposed to be at 154, 160 where he be coming in.
His rehydration weight is crazy.
Yeah, he's a weight boy.
165.
Yeah.
I thought it was 160. He had an extra 5 pounds. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's 165 insane. Too. So
and Loma was working him in that fight too.
Yeah. Lomachenko was getting busy. He was getting busy in that fight from round 7 on.
I never seen somebody win a fight over straight body shots. That's might
You
be the
rarely
first
see
fight I
it.
seen.
You rarely see it.
Man,
You rarely see
yeah,
it.
Actually,
that was a close one.
I
It
give you
got
pushback.
close.
I'll give you pushback. Canelo versus Lara. That was a lot of body shots. He won that
I
fight.
thought Laura won. Me personally.
I thought Laura
I
won
watched
too.
it back. I gave it to Canelo by 1 round.
Hold on.
I
So
watched
let me ask you.
it.
Hold on. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you
Always
this.
give it to
What,
the
how did
Latino
you
fighter.
score it
Damn.
live though? How
Always
did you
give it
score
to
it
the
live?
Latino fighter. I ain't
How did I
scoring
score it live? When I saw
I
it when
seen
I
the
was a
fight a
kid,
few times.
I was a baby when I watched that fight. First time I thought the black guy won. I thought Lara won, and then I
So
watched it
that's
back over.
so that okay. Hey, bro. So this is how I usually like when I watch a fight. Usually, how I score it the first time is usually what I go with. Because when you start watching fights 2-3 times, you have these preconceived notions when you watch the fight because you watched it already. Like when you watch it for the first time, that's like raw. That's in its essence. You know what I'm saying? You don't know you don't know what you're getting ready to watch.
Hey, you know what I've been doing?
Sometimes
you know,
you can judge.
y'all know what fight that you know what fight you go back on. You always go back and forth on though, even though I have it a draw. Is Andre Ward versus Sergey Kovalev 1? I had that one. That
yeah,
one
that's a
is
good
like
one.
a.
I'm not
And
gonna lie.
people say that Andre lost. No, I think he actually fought his way to a draw. I actually thought he
I'm
fought his
not.
way to a
I'm not
draw.
gonna lie, bro. When me and my man first seen that fight, cause I'm an Andre Ward fan, man. We was in, I was worried for him, and I had to watch the fight over again. And I'm like, oh, the judge really got it right. Like the way they judged that fight, they really got that on point.
But
Like
I thought
that's
it
what
was
I
a draw
thought.
though. I thought it really was a draw, man. I don't think that Andre deserved to win or lose that fight.
But technically, if a fight that close, usually a knockdown gives the fighter
kind of
the
edges
edge.
it to the winner. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a big Andre Ward fan. I thought Kovalev won that first fight.
Damn.
I ain't mad
You're not
at it.
wrong for that.
I'm not
You're
mad
not
at
wrong
it.
for that.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. But that's how I judged it when I first watched it. In order to give Ward that fight against Kovalev in the first fight, do you realize how much you had to give Ward the benefit of the doubt scoring them rounds in that fight? Like you had to
I
give
feel
him
like
every benefit of the doubt.
I feel like he changed the momentum the second half of the fight.
He did, but he was
He made it
down
his
big
fight.
in the first half.
He
He was
started
down
working
big
him,
in the
and that's
first
what he
half.
used in the
But
rematch.
Lennar, that's a great reference point as far as a fight where it's
Yeah,
like
that's
really
the perfect fight
nip
you can look at and be like, to me, like I said, I had it a draw where he was really down on the cards, but I thought he earned enough to fight his way to a draw.
Yeah,
You know, when I saw the
it's
second half.
debatable, bro. It's debatable. I can see Ward. Actually, when I watched
Do
it
you
again,
think?
I gave it to Ward. That's why I was like, I don't like
Do you
watching.
think the
I don't like
Spence?
watching Yes.
Do you think the Spence and Porter fight was like that?
Hold on.
No,
Let
no,
me let
no,
vlog.
no.
Hold on.
Because that was a close fight.
Please respond to that because this is something vlog and I talk about all the time. That fight, go, bro.
Man, Porter ashed that out by at minimum 1 round.
I agree.
And if
got
you
Porter
I
winning.
agree.
and
I agree.
and if you wanted to be
I'm gonna
kind to the
watch that fight
champ,
over for you.
you give him a draw. You
I'm gonna
don't
watch
give
that.
the
He was
fight to
working
Spence.
Spence,
I'm gonna,
bro.
What
I'm
are you
gonna
He
watch
was
that
watching?
fight over
working
for you.
Spence.
What are you watching?
Wait,
What
hold
boxing
on,
was you
guys. I have a
watching?
question. Leonard,
Yeah,
we know each other, don't we?
yeah. Hey, I recognize your screen name. Yeah.
It's been a while, man.
I
It's been
gotta
a while.
change my screen name. They got my whole government up
Bro,
there.
you wanted to hide it after Earl Spence lost to Crawford. Where'd you go, bro?
Nah, I didn't go into hiding. What I did is I moved
Damn,
around. Hey,
bro.
no, hold on.
Lamar, you did
Nah,
not
Let me
bro.
recognize.
answer
You
that.
wanted to
Let me
hide
answer
He
it,
that.
got
Let me
man.
called
answer that.
out.
Let
Bro,
me
He
answer
got
that.
called
hold on. Let me
out.
say
Let
something.
me answer
Let me say
that.
something real quick.
Let me answer
Yeah.
that.
Hold
Can I
Did he
on,
respond to
promise
that?
you?
hold on, real quick.
Let me respond to that.
H Will. Yo, I gotta give some context to this. Lennar has been on this show for years. I've been chatting with Lennar for years as far as that. So the fact that Boxing Nerd knows who Lennar is and he said he disappeared, that shit is hilarious. That goes back a couple years.
But I need to
That is
respond. I need to
hilarious.
respond to that.
That
Because
is
we know
Yo.
each other from Bud Pro
yes.
channels, right? So
Yeah, that
he
was
disappeared
years
on that
ago.
shit.
Yes, that was
Lennar was on every single channel you could possibly think of.
Preaching Spence
Spewing
to
the
everyone.
same message.
Hey, but
And
hold
when
on. Can I
the fight
respond?
happened, I ain't hear from Lennar in about 2 years, bro.
Same.
Listen,
Same
That
time.
Spence, that Terrence Crawford ass whooping made people
bro.
disappear, man, for a
Hold
minute.
Bro, it
on.
was
Yo,
Hold
the
on.
generational.
next,
Hold on.
I need to respond to that.
Go ahead.
All right. So to this claim, first of all, man, what I did is like I said, if I'm wrong about this fight, I'll go around and I'll admit that Terrence Crawford won that fight, and that's exactly what I did. I went on Bushido's channel, I went on Main Man's channel, I went on anybody that I needed to owe any type of penance to. I did it, and I admitted it. I didn't make no excuses for it. Now, did I go away for a minute? I did, because that shit disgusted me. That shit disgusted me. That shit put a bad taste in my mouth. That shit,
Bro,
really
you know how bad it was? I seen your new channel with your girl and things. I see you change some people change their whole YouTube. Like they
Almost
change
shed a
everything
tear.
about.
No, I didn't. I never changed my YouTube. I just got a new channel. But I never changed it.
I thought you put boxing away forever, bro.
Yo, hold on. Real quick, yo. Lenard went on like this whole hiatus, right? The next time I seen him, I'm like, damn, I was like, Lenard looking like a celebrity out here. I'm like, he on TV now. I was like, he done moved up to the world. I was like, shit.
He left boxing behind, bro.
Oh, hold on, real quick. While we on that topic, yo, we know Spence had that interview with Andre Ward. As far as the camp that he had, do any of y'all believe that story?
Yeah.
You
do.
I do.
Let me explain why, bro.
Go ahead.
I was there in my basement, and I was pro Crawford. I wanted Crawford to whoop his ass because YouTube was a Spence cathedral. Like it was pro Spence all the way, right? So I was one of the few that was rooting for Bud.
Right.
When I saw Spence, I kid you not, I looked at my brother and I said, bro, he looks high. Bro, he doesn't look himself. I said that to him. You could call him my brother, my older brother, and he will say the exact same words. I said it, but I was super amped the entire time. I was super amped. I was like, yes, Crawford, look at his ass. Da, 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 da. But I said that when he was in the locker room, when I saw the interview, I said, bro, he doesn't look himself. He looks high. Like his eyes look red. He didn't look ready. He looked sleepy.
But it was noise swirling that he was messing with the painkillers for a little minute, drinking. But then I heard after the fight he had a little rib injury.
Yeah.
No, it was before the fight. That's why he couldn't spar.
No, I'm saying I heard after the fight that he had a rib injury in training. So it was like, and then I had Crawford winning, but I didn't think Spence was gonna get whooped like that. I was like,
that's what I'm saying. I don't even the biggest Bud fans. Say, okay, I got Crawford dominated, but they were like, okay.
I mess with both, but
no. I'm just saying in general. Even the biggest Crawford fans were like, okay, Crawford gonna go through some shit though. He gonna get him up out of there, right?
I never seen Spence switching style up in any fight. I either see him if it ain't working, I seen him press the gas more.
I had never.
You know what I'm saying?
My point, but you get my point though.
If he going in there versus Crawford, he ain't gonna beat Crawford like that.
Yeah. So I knew that even the people who were super pro Bud, even they were shocked. Like that was crazy. You don't go ahead.
Hey, bro, during that weigh-in, like Spence's skin looked so dark, bro. Like he looked like he did the whole camp in Jamaica. I think he was in Jamaica for the whole camp with Derrick James.
Oh yeah.
Like he look. Vlog. Am I lying, Doug? Hey, vlog.
Andre Ward trainer said Spence.
I'm with you. He was already. He was getting ready for his vacation. Like he had to. You know how you got to train for boxing. He was training for his vacation when he should have been training for this. I'm about to take this.
He trained in Texas, I think.
Yeah. No, I'm saying but he was on the boat on the Gulf Coast getting ready for his trip to the island that he took. You know what I mean? Like he was preparing for his
vlog.
Hey,
vlog. How you work on a tan pre-fight? That is nasty work. That's some nasty ass work. You work on a tan pre-fight. God damn.
But let me put it to y'all like this, man. He's back, and I thought the boxing is going to be better for it. Say what you want to say about him, but he does have a quality about him that I think that boxing fans just like him. He has a likable personality, whatever the case may be. I think that's just good for boxing, to have somebody like that coming back.
You talking about
So I
Spence?
He
think,
got the it
yeah,
factor. He
Spence,
definitely got
Spence.
the it factor. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
rocking.
I just wish that all that shit didn't happen to him. He found out the right way. Maybe he got a new trainer. Because I really think, in my honest opinion, man, he really could have carried on for the, at least when it came to his like personality and stuff. He really could have been the closest thing to
Let's
Mayweather.
be real, bro. Let's
Yeah,
be real, bro.
yeah.
He's not the schoolboy guy no more. He's not. He's going to be the villain in all his future fights. That is going to be his new persona because that's the way they're going to have to market him. He's the bad guy. That's why they sent him on the road. They didn't give him no home game for his return. They
Nah,
sent his
he,
ass on the road. You
nah,
got
he
to
a
go
free.
play the villain.
Nah, he a free agent, man. He chose to go over there. He a free agent.
He ain't shit, bro. Stop,
Man,
stop,
he's a
bro.
PBC to the go
Stop.
over,
Spence is a
bro.
bigger name than this dude, bro. He could have had that joint at the house if he
He
wanted
wanted
to.
to do it, bro.
He could have had it, man.
Hey,
All
Will.
right. So if he could have, why didn't he?
That's
He,
a good
he said
question.
he said he
The
wanted. He said he
accident,
wanted
the
to go to
skill.
Australia.
I think a blog.
After they told you, okay, hold on. After they told you you got to go on this trip, now you want to go? Come on, bro. Stop.
He can't.
Stop.
He
Come on, bro. I can't let you
he
do
said
that one.
no. He said he wanted to go out there. Ain't nobody told him to do nothing. He's a free agent.
But the thing is,
He
bro.
ain't no free
So
agent.
H will. So
Man,
here's where
PBC don't give out.
hold,
Hold up. PBC got lifetime contracts, bro.
It's the same.
He did, bro.
Hold on. If it wasn't for Spence, the Crawford fight wouldn't have happened. He don't want to put his foot down about
I
that.
agree.
So
You can
let's
say
I'm
that,
not
man.
not
going-
Buy
act
some
like
boots.
let's
You
not
can
act
say
All
like
right.
he
buy
can't.
So
some
you,
boots.
all right, hold up. So you think he still got that same cachet?
Hell yeah, he makes the money.
Stop. Stop. Bro, he
Yo,
wouldn't be going no.
H
He wouldn't be
will.
going to another continent for a fight if he had the same cachet.
H will. So
Go ahead, Jeff.
that's where H will. I gotta disagree with you on that for this reason. It's not about his name. It's the about and vlog. Please, I'm going to steal your comment from a couple of months ago. Okay. Can I get permission to use it? You don't even know what I'm getting ready to say. Can I get permission to use
Talk, man. Talk to me. Talk to
Okay.
him. Talk to
All
him.
right. I just need to get clearance. I need to get clearance. All right. I don't think it's about Spence's name and the cachet. What I think it is the amount of time that he was actually off. So H Will, if you actually look at the support that he got, his main support in Texas would have been a Jerry Jones type situation. So with Jerry Jones, if you haven't been in the ring in 3.5 years, you know Jerry Jones don't know nothing but dollars and cents. Because he's been out for so long and he keeps hearing these stories about painkillers, drinking, all this other stuff. I think his resources that he had a couple years ago, I don't think he had them now because of the time that he took off and a lot of that negative stuff that was going on in his personal life. I think he had to go out there because he couldn't lock down the money that he usually locked down in Texas to get a home fight. I don't think it's the name. I think it's the amount of time that he took off in a lot of the personal stuff. Why he had to go out there.
You might be right
but
about that, but that's
but
also the same. At the same time, he stepped in the ring, and everybody wanted a piece. Virgil Ortiz wanted a piece. Pandora wanted a piece. Charlo, he's been begging for a fight. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, so he's still a money guy.
No, he's still a money guy, but I think now
He's
then
B-side.
he was a money guy. Yeah, back then he was a money guy because he was an A side. Now he's a money guy because they think he food, bro. They think he's
Because he
food.
B-side. Yeah.
They think he food.
B-side can still eat. Look at Ryan Garcia. B-sides can still eat and still bring in fannies. That's no doubt.
Right?
He still has.
Ryan Garcia's a B-side?
You talking about against Tank?
Yeah. Like I'm talking about as far as his boxing level. He's a B level guy with a level name. Spence is a B level fighter with a level name. Now he has to play a B level position with a level name, still bringing in fannies. That's why I said he has to be the villain. He has
a B level.
But check this out, though.
B level fight. You talking about Spence in his prime, or you talking about Spence?
No,
now.
right now.
So I'm talking about now.
Right now.
I mean,
He's
we
a
don't know
B-level
what Spence
fighter.
look. To be honest, we don't know.
After that ass whooping, we can't
say an A, dog.
After that ass whooping, I'm being kind and giving him a B.
That's why boxing suffering, man. It's because we do this, man. After a loss.
A blood.
But hold up, I just said he had a loss before that. So I'm not
before that?
yeah.
I don't know what y'all. Hey,
my
blog. I
question
don't
is,
know what
guys.
you talking about. And OG, you disappointed me right now because as much boxing as you watch, for you to fix your mouth and for you to say, oh no, man, Porter won that fight, man.
I'm
No,
gonna
you
watch it
know how
over,
much he was
Vaughn.
missing.
I'm gonna watch it
You
over.
I
know how
think
much
he
he was
Matter
won
of
the
fact, I'm
fight
gonna
too.
watch it when
No,
I
he
get off
talking
the
I
about
think
show.
he won the fight too.
vlog. Will he talking about
But
vlog?
they all agreeing with me, so it's not just me. He mad at all of us now.
No.
Nah, I'm
You,
gonna watch it
you
over.
know
Like
what
it
it
wasn't a close
reminded me
fight.
of in that
Hey,
fight? You know what that fight reminded me of? It's when
yeah.
a lot of people say, "Oh, Floyd lost that fight when Floyd fought." Nah, the opponent was missing a lot. Porter was not
Floyd
landing a lot
lost
of
You
what
his
said
fight?
hit, bro.
Floyd? Are you talking
He
about
was not
Floyd and
landing. He
Maidana?
was just getting busy.
You
You
said
talking about
Lennar. You
Floyd
said Floyd.
Castellio?
And I, I,
You
I
said
You
love
talking about
that
Floyd
fight, but
Castellio?
that's still to me. And
I
hey,
think he
look.
lost the first Castillo fight.
I'm agreeing with you.
I
He
think he
did
lost
lose
the
that.
first Castillo fight too,
That
though.
was a robbery.
Yeah. I hold
He hurt his hand and
a real quick, a vlog. This is the proof that this is a good show, right? You see, H. Will done sat his ass down, right? He like, yo, I'm in one tonight. I said, I gotta sit down and get on my shit. Yo, wait till I hit blow up after we get on. I'm like, yo, your man's is into the show, bro. I was like, he done went from pacing to sitting his ass down.
Yeah, you should have brought him in here, man. We be arguing all the time about boxing.
Yo, I real chat, man. Like it's all right. So let's go back to the the Boots fight. I just want to get everybody predictions before we get up out of here. H Will, how you see it going? How you like? What's your
I
prediction?
gotta go a 12-round split decision, Xander Zayas.
Whoo! Hold on, are you betting it?
Yeah, I'm betting your mans. I'm betting. I got a funny bet. Usually I don't do these type of bets because I know how good Boots is, but I'm betting your mans though.
Hey, bro, listen, hit me on the gram. If you don't have my gram, get it from Low, and we'll chat. We'll chat. Boxing nerd, let me know how the fight gonna go. Who you got?
He probably took a bathroom break, man.
Hey, Lennar.
He want to go. He want to go with Xander, man. You know,
He want to go with Xander too.
Yeah,
Hey, boxing nerd. How the fight gonna go? Who you got between Boots and Xander?
Man, Boots by destruction, 8th round.
Ooh. Hey, Lennar, talk to me.
I got Boots by 10th round stoppage. I think that he's going to come on too strong later on. I think that experience is really going to cost Xander. I think he's going to take him out. I think he's going to start to get beat up as the rounds start to go on right after 5, 6. You're going to start to see it. The ass whooping starting to come. I think that Boots is going to stop him. Maybe he gets stopped on his feet. I don't know. Maybe he just gets stopped in the corner on his feet. I'm not sure, but I think the ref is going to see enough. He's going to throw that damn towel in by 10.
Vlog. I know what you thinking.
I wish you would have stopped caring like that.
That was a shot. That was a shot. That was a bar.
All right,
be a world
I can read
on that fight.
Again.
The only movie.
Hold up. All right, the difference. Carrying a grown man. He was taking some of Boots' work. This is a young boy. Is he ready for that type of work? This ain't no sparring partner.
Unified champ, man.
Man, he ain't fighting his sparring partners. That's all I'm saying, man. He
called Boots out.
8. Yeah, he called Boots out because he want a payday. He ain't stupid. He know who the cash cow is.
You know what it is. You know what it is.
Everybody looking for a bag. Everybody looking for a bag in the game. Come on.
How much you getting paid for this fight?
I don't know what the purses are. I don't know what the purses
I haven't heard anything, but I'm knowing is over 5.
It can't be over 5 because they didn't want to give Virgil Ortiz 6. So it can't be
hold
over
on.
5.
H Will.
But Virgil Ortiz ain't got no belt.
Hold on.
But Virgil Ortiz is a bigger name.
But let me get in here real quick.
Not really.
That's why I'm glad you said that, bro. The reason why he couldn't get the 6 is because of his contract situation with Golden Boy. They had him locked in for a certain number. Like locked in no matter who he fought. They had him locked in for a certain number. He wanted to get beyond that number. He wanted to get to the 6. That's why he had that whole issue.
Because of Turkey. Because of Turkey.
It was guaranteed 3.
It was a guaranteed 3, but they didn't want to go beyond that 3. So that was a contract thing.
No, it's because of Turkey Al Sheik. Remember what he offered him? It was Turkey Al Sheik.
But it was 2 negotiations though. It was 2 negotiations. I'm talking about the one after Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's when Oscar De La Hoya got involved because Oscar didn't want to give out the other 3. He wanted the other 3. He wanted a guarantee of 6. His contract only said a guarantee of 3. That's where the issues came in at. That's why they're in arbitration right now.
Yeah, Oscar didn't want him getting any extra money without Oscar getting his cut off top. That's what it boils down to.
He didn't know. They don't know what the fight is going to pull because these guys are not stars, so they don't know. This is a fight that but they don't know. They don't know.
That's true. But that's where the where the issue was. That's where the issue.
That's what I'm saying.
Same thing
no, look at it.
Ryan. They didn't know. Ryan got the 50-50 split because they didn't know he never fought on pay-per-view before, so they don't know what kind of numbers he was fighting.
But they knew what Tank was going to do, though. They knew what Tank was going to do.
Tank fought on pay-per-view before. Ryan didn't. But Ryan had a big following outside of boxing, so they was both, like, "Oh, we don't know."
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. Like, don't get it twisted. I agree with what you're saying. The thing is, there was a difference between Virgil Ortiz and his own promoter. It didn't have Eddie Hearn would have gave. To be honest with you, Eddie Hearn would have gave it to him. Eddie Hearn.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, that's my point. If they would listen, this is the stipulation in that situation. If they would have accepted the deal, Virgil could have kept the 3 because his contract with De La Hoya is only for 3. So if he's getting something over the top, he's looking to keep that. De La Hoya is not having that. So that's why they're in the situation where they didn't make the fight.
But here's the thing. When you get a guarantee, they can't go no lower than a guarantee. You can get more than a guarantee. You can always get more than a guarantee, but they can't go lower than a guarantee.
But that's
yeah. But
we agree with that. We agree with that. We're locked in. We're locked in on that. So on the 3, we're locked in on that. Here's the thing: Eddie probably would have gave him 5. Actually, just to prove the point, Eddie Hearn was trying to get Virgil Ortiz when they was going through arbitration. He was offering him 5 a fight. He was offering him 5 per fight. So I know Eddie Hearn would have gave him the other 3. But when you're talking about outside of the guarantee, outside of the 3, you got an extra 3 on the table. We don't know if they was talking upside or not. So the issue was that other 3. If the other 3 is coming from the other promoter, so the manager's like, hold on, where my cut at?
Exactly.
Like, where my cut at?
That's who
exactly.
The manager.
Exactly. The manager and the promoter, which caused the whole issue. The money wasn't the problem, bro.
Right.
Like Eddie would have gave it to him. Eddie will throw some bread around. He will throw some bread.
I don't know, because Devin Haney was asking for some bread. He told me to kick rocks.
Yeah, but it was a whole different issue with that because I don't think the negotiation was serious. I don't think the negotiation was ever serious.
Remember that fight went to purse bid. It was I forgot what it was. It was a fight that went to purse bid. They had a hard time getting the mill out. It was crazy. I forgot what fight that was though. It was the guy that was debatable with Tio. What's that dude name? The one that beat Mikey Garcia. He beat up Mikey Garcia after Garcia for Errol Spence.
Sandoval.
Yeah, you talking about Sandoval.
Martin.
Sandor Martin. Sandor Martin. Yeah. But see the thing with the Sandor Martin thing, like that's high risk, low reward though. We talking a whole different ball game. You understand what I'm saying? When you talking about the Haneys and all that, we talking about some big cash. And on top of that, you gotta remember this, bro. Devin Haney's independent. He don't have no promoter and all of that. So that's a whole different type of negotiation.
Right,
they negotiating a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jeff.
Yes.
I just followed you on Instagram. I just sent you a video of my breakdown of what the shot is gonna be that knocks out Xander Zayas.
Okay. Instagram. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out when we get done.
You only following him? He the only one hosting the show.
My fault.
Yo, boxing first vlog. Boxing #1 ST vlog. Oh my God, Ryan from the 6 in the building, man. Big shout out to you, bro. I got Boots in 11. I think Xander is skilled enough to get him through the first half of the fight. I'm kind of curious to see if Zayas tries to use his size because I think he will be the bigger fighter in terms of weight. in the ring tomorrow night, just because he's been in 54 a lot longer. But
Right.
I'm kind of curious. I think Zayas is not gonna resist. It's gonna be hard for him to resist coming forward
The
and making that
temptation
fight.
to engage.
That temptation to engage. I think he's gonna crack around round 6, 7. And once he does that, he's gonna be in some trouble. And I think that's where his trouble is. If he resists the engagement, it can get interesting if Boots is kind of like reckless, like not cutting the ring off, things like that. He's on his Karen first fight type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think Zayas, because he's always in exciting fights, he's not going to be able to resist. Early, I think he's going to resist. Later on, I think he's going to be like, you know what, fuck it, I can't do this no more. And that's where he's going to fall into trouble. But I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be a really, really good fight. Any undercard fights that interest y'all before we get up out of here?
I ain't gonna fraud. Let me. You got Tucker. I like that one, but I ain't gonna fraud. I'm looking to see what Whitaker does, because for me,
I'm tired of Whitaker.
Nah, bro, he has the potential to be, I don't say a megastar, but a Rolly type, Garcia type of. Everybody know his name. Everybody knows who he is and respects his in the ring stuff.
Way he jumped over that rope, fake that injury.
That's what I said. I don't like the antics. I don't think he could do that Prince Nassim shit out here. I think he can incorporate it a little bit, keep it entertaining, because that's just part of his nature. But he got to go to the traditional game, put in good work. That's going to bring our fans to him. Like them people in Britain, they might like that silly shit. And it's cool if you're good at it. But traditionally, these dudes over here a lot quicker, and their reaction is going to be a lot better.
They don't like it in Britain, actually.
They like it more in
America.
They don't? They like it more in America.
Nah.
That's why they think he's going to be big over here.
You said they like it more in America?
Nah, we don't like that shit.
They'll appreciate it more.
If he, like I said, if he regulates it, if it's regulated.
Yeah.
Early, he was doing too much of it, acting like that, like he was Emmanuel Augustus, and that's really how he fights. He was doing it as an entertainment value. I don't think he really fights like that. Now he got to really develop his game, and he don't look that good. That mid workout, that shit looked terrible. I am not going for it.
The mid work look like trash, bro.
Man, looked like trash. He looked like a robot, bro. I thought I was watching the AI.
Can I? Yo, let me take y'all down memory lane real quick before we get up out of here. Yo, you know the last time they brought a UK dude to the States to try to turn him into a star, it was actually Josh Kelly. You remember Josh Kelly was on that roll. He came down here. He was on that Anthony Joshua and Ruiz card. I don't even think they gave him 8 weeks to prepare. He literally came to the States. He fought Ray Robinson. He ended up in a draw. I actually thought Ray Robinson won that fight. So you have to be careful when you're in the UK. You're trying to make that big stomp to the big stage in the States, because a lot of times it don't work out. A lot of times it.
That's why I said he can't do too much of it. If he does it a little bit here, a little bit there, but sticks to natural boxing, and you know what we like, best man win. He don't like, you know what I mean? The clown shit is I ain't a big fan of it anyway. I think it takes away a lot of energy from what you need to be concentrating on. And I don't think he should be doing it. That's all.
I got to get this last comment out the way, and then I have a question for y'all. So Ryan from the 6, he said Ben hasn't been playing with his food as of lately. He crushing cans like he's supposed to. The thing is, Ryan from the 6, I want him to stop
crushing cab drivers, man.
I want him to stop crushing cans. What's one fighter you think would be a good matchup for Whitaker, to where he's gonna have to showcase his skill?
What's the dude?
I got you.
That got knocked out. I used to say that one, but I got
you. Troy Isley. Isley will tell me.
75.
Isley is.
I think he 160.
He's 60.
He's 60. Oh, okay. Damn. Let me see.
Who that crazy anyway though?
Who you said is 75?
The dude that fought David Benavidez, the Colombian. What's his name?
You talking about that old? You talking about the old boy?
The one that gave him all the he gave his hardest fight. They've been his hardest fight. The Colombian dude.
Damn.
Are you talking about earlier in his career?
And he an OG right now, right?
No, he's not an OG.
He an old head. He ain't an old head right now. Okay.
Like 10 or 11 fights.
Okay, yeah, we ain't think about the same dude.
You talking about David Morrell?
David Morrell, but he ain't got knocked
out. He trash. He trash. He
got knocked out his last fight. Before
he got knocked out.
Yeah, but he's been looking like trash before that. Bro, he's been looking like trash even before that, bro.
Yeah, he took a lot out
of
him.
Yeah,
Colin Smith would be a good
Colin Smith?
Yeah.
I like Colin Smith. That's a solid
yeah, but I need he can beat all of that Euro comp in me. To me, he's more athletic than a lot of those Euro guys. So we gotta have him a good elite B-level guy from over here. And I ain't gonna fraud. I can't think of a good name right now.
Look,
I thought for a reason I thought it was 160.
I know it was a weight class below.
He 175.
Does Ben Whitaker beat Berlanga?
Hell no.
Yeah.
He
beats Berlanga.
Oh, Berlanga. Oh, damn.
Yeah, because Berlanga going to Zuffa. He going to 175.
I know
he's fighting at 175 at Zuffa. Yeah, he's at 175.
I don't know, man. That was a good question, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
I gotta ask Low about that. I gotta ask Low what he.
I think he outboxes him.
I will go with Berlanga because he's been with more notable names.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what Ben Whitaker. Like, I haven't seen him against any tough competition, man.
But that's what I'm saying. You can only judge what we've seen, and athletically, he's better. So I think that gives him a defensive edge, which edges him to me in the fight. He's faster, and
you athletic against cab drivers. What is that really saying?
And Berlanga ain't a cab driver.
Nah, he ain't gonna do that.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's it. All right. So he ain't a front runner. That's a front runner if I ever seen one.
I think he's a front runner. He got way more height than he's supposed to have. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, but he ain't no cab driver though.
All right, I respect that. I respect a front runner.
He's an Uber XL. You know, Uber XL. You know, he's not an Uber Black. He's not an Uber Black. Hold on, Ryan. Hold on, Ryan from the 6. He says Ben Whitaker beats the brakes off Berlanga. I think Berlanga should have had 2 losses before the Canelo fight.
I ain't mad.
I'm glad I ain't the only one. See, now y'all coming around. Okay, all right. See, I say it. Don't nobody want to be all somebody else out. Yeah, I get we got it. All right, cool.
I got it,
bro. You said he a cab driver though. You like the German.
And then I rolled it back. I rolled it back and called him a front runner. You know what I mean? I rolled it back.
He drive a yellow joint with all the 6s.
Hey, no, he an old school hat. He the old school hat
that be in front of the supermarkets.
Man, catch a hat and save your back.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta
take you wherever you want for $15. I'll take you anywhere you want for $15.
Across the city.
And act like his leg and ankle was hurting, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, listen, we called him out. We called him out on the channel for that. He went and got that. Back. He went and got that back, but yeah,
he got to stop. That's why I said the silliness. That if you see, he tried to tone it down as far as the promo for this fight. He hasn't been as dramatic as he had been in previous upcoming fights. But he was at home doing a lot of that shit. So now
prepared for the guy properly. Yeah, he just so he can. Yeah, I don't think he prepared for him. He was like, you know what, I need this exit real quick, and let's go back to the bit. You know what I mean? To training camp.
It could be.
I got a good one for you. Does he beat Jesse Hart right now?
Oh hell yeah. Yes. And I'm from the city, and I ain't that joint is cakewalk.
I might lean towards him.
So
that's cake.
What was the name of the guy that he fought? Jesse Hart fought when he got body slammed and shit.
Shit. Damn, what's that motherfucking name?
He from Jersey. Too.
Yeah. Big. He beat him too. He beat him too. Yeah, he beats him too. He's more athletic than these dudes that we bringing up, bro.
The only reason I brought him up is because Eddie Hearn is his promoter too.
That's why that's a good matchup.
His next fight, man, it better be somebody credible or something.
That's what I'm saying. But we got to figure out who though. We got to figure out who.
I don't know, but he better get some comp.
No, it's too early. It's too early to rush him. He's 14 fights in. What you trying to put him in a title fight already?
He got amateur experience. He's an Olympic medalist. Like it's been like 4 years, bro. He got to get somebody.
I mean, I think. I can't argue with you on that.
You see Ben Whitaker coming, man. He kicking a Pepsi can. Then there's a Coca-Cola joint. Then he got a wild cherry. He got a wild cherry can. Then there's a Sprite. Some Mountain Dew.
He said he out here knocking over Mountain Dew plastic bottles.
Yeah, listen, you know them cans. You know them cans is 5 cents a can. You know you kick enough of them joints.
You think it'd be Anthony Yardy?
Ooh, he beat Anthony Yard. Good question.
Oh,
he a good
yeah. I think he beat London Arthur. That's a good one. Now that's a better fight for him right now. A London Arthur fight is a better fight.
London Arthur fight, even though I think London Arthur,
London, whatever. He on a nice little roll since the loss to old boy. You know what I mean? I think he on a nice little roll. So that's a good matchup.
Yeah, we gotta find some smoke for Ben Whitaker, man. Because if I see,
but as far as the Western, I don't know about over here. Only one, like I said, the boy that had the draw, or did they give him that fight against Hart? Cole, ain't his name Cole? Something Cole.
His name Cole. Yeah, Cole got the decision, but I thought he lost though.
I thought it was a draw. I thought it was a draw.
Fair enough. Because he didn't get a point taken away from that body slam neither.
Yeah, I thought what's the name won the first half of the fight, and Cole, as Hart got tired and continued to run, Cole came on and won the second half of the fight. I thought it was very easy to score.
I think it was nasty work, man. He should.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Nasty work.
That fight was nasty work.
Hold on, Ryan. I'm gonna read this comment and we're gonna get up out of here. Ryan from the 60 said, "Yeah, I wanted to see the Ben versus Batista fight, but that was supposed to be mandated for the WBC interim belt. That's not a bad fight neither, though. Batista, that's not a bad fight.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. But I don't think it's not bad, but is it too early for him?
Well, see, that's the thing, though. Like, we gotta find out. Like, I need. Listen,
that's a world title contender. Batista's a world title contender. So just because you have a name doesn't make you a world title contender. Your experience makes you a world title contender.
But Vlog, I need for Ben Whitaker to kick a wine bottle down the hill.
I'm not disagreeing with y'all. That's why I asked, is he ready for Batista?
We don't know. We're trying to find out. We trying to. We got.
That's That's contender level to prospect fights. I think he's still at prospect fights.
Vlog, that's the most tuned up car I've ever seen in my life, bro. I think you supposed to get a tune up every 5,000 miles.
He's highly critical of Boots, and he almost 30. Like, so why are we not critical now?
Of who?
But Boots is at 30 some odd fights. Boots is at double the fights of this dude at the same age.
Boots amateur, he didn't have a crazy amateur career. Ben Whitaker do.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true too. I gotta get. That's a good point.
Yeah. I can't argue with that one.
And he's Olympic gold medalist. All Olympic medalists, they had a title fight in the next 4 years. He the only one.
I think the fastest ones has been Cruz, Loma, obviously as far as the latest representatives of guys having decent amateur careers and long amateur careers coming out and getting rushed. Morrell did it too. He got a world title. You know what I mean? David Morrell. He got
a title shot like it's not 9 for 10 fights.
That's what I'm saying. So I get it now. I get where y'all coming from with. He's a little bit. I get it.
For sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
We gonna have to close this out. Yeah, H. Will, you are a dangerous individual, bro. We be trying to get this shit cut off at like an hour, 10 minutes. You got us at 2 hours and shit between you, fucking Lennar, and fucking boxing nerd and shit. H. Will, I appreciate you coming on, bro. Whenever you want to jump on, man, just hit me. You know
I
what I'm
got you,
saying?
man.
You get first dibs, man. We probably gonna be back on probably next week. I gotta check my schedule. Probably I would like to get on Monday. That would be awesome. But sometime next week. But I'll keep you posted on when. I'll shoot you the link if you're free. Come on,
I got
through,
you.
bro. All right, I appreciate you, brother.
All right, bro.
All
Good
right,
speaking
It's
to
good
y'all.
talking
all
to you,
right.
Brody.
Good talking
All
to you,
right, man.
family.
Be safe.
All right, you too, bro.
All right.
Yeah, a vlog, man. That was crack, bro. That was fire. 2 hours in, a lot more overtime than we wanted. But it is what it is, though. For Boots and
You know what
Xander's
I like
eyes,
about this show?
yeah.
I like what Ness and them cats like that are doing and everything. And I even liked our early stuff, but I thought we was a bit aggressive when we went back and forth. I think like as the show we developed and kept going, it's a bit of maturity with the disagreements. It ain't rough, like you know what I mean. Like I'm a cursor. I curse with the best of them, but I don't think that's necessary to have a good dialect as far as boxing is concerned. Like sometimes I be pissed off and I want to say fuck that and whoop de whoop, but to be able to go back and forth and actually give out a good program, I don't think we got to do a lot of that some of these other channels do, even though I rock with them.
Yeah, you know what I think it is. I think kind of like as time went on, I think, and you got to add Shane into this as well. I think the more you talk boxing with someone, I know with you, there's times where you'll give an opinion, and I know I've been talking to you for so long, I know exactly where you're going with it. Like I know when you dead serious, I know when you trying to trigger me, I know when you try. Like I feel like I know every single comment you make. I feel like I know where you're at with the comment, but I think that just comes with time and reps. It's the same thing with Shane. I know when Shane be snapping out on other shows and shit like that, I be like, I don't know who this Shane is. Like, you know what I'm saying? When he be snapping out something crazy, man. But no, this joint was fire. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Yeah, it was fire. Salute
sure,
to everybody that jumped in.
For sure, man. Give me social media before we get up out of here.
Man, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Threads. I'm on Rumble now. So tap in. I'm gonna be posting.
Rumble?
Yeah, I'm on Rumble. So tap in Boxing First Vlog the way it is on YouTube with the words. On the gram, you got to use the number 1. For Threads, you got to use the number 1. Tap in, man. I'm putting out work. I obviously reactions. I'm putting out corner videos on the gram. So I appreciate all the follows and all the comments and the likes and all of that. You know what I mean? I just try to put out good work and do what I can from my little position in the world of boxing.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you always, man. I'm all over the place, man. Everything G5 Jeff TV. I do want to give a little announcement before we get up out of here. Starting next week, we gonna up the we're gonna up the subscription as far as StreamYard is concerned. So we will be on the following channels when we go live on the podcast. My channel, of course, my Facebook, of course. We'll be on Vlogs channel. That's 3. You're gonna be on Legends channel. That's 4. We're gonna be on Kick. That's 5. Twitch. That's 6. We're gonna be on X, formerly known as Twitter. That's 7. I'm forgetting one.
We're gonna do the gram for the hot one.
Instagram. That's 8. There's an option to go on TikTok through StreamYard now. So we're gonna be on TikTok as well. That's 9. You're gonna be able to see us on 9 different platforms starting next week. So there's no excuses. It's no excuses. And I'm talking about not just the listener, the sponsors. Hey, we always talking about Sweet Baby Rays and these rib shots, man. Hey, Sweet Baby Rays, I need for y'all to come holler at us. Come out. We need that sponsorship, baby. We need that.
Hey, I gotta be honest to these promotion companies. Why y'all don't come hire grassroots dudes that really keep it thorough? Y'all go hire bozos. You got Showbiz smiling in Boots' face, cheesing like a goofball after you was just talking real greasy about the young boy.
And y'all hired that dude, but y'all won't give me a shot. And all I do is keep it thorough. I'm not riding for my team without riding for the rest of the squads that's in the world of boxing. We speak it all to existence, just the truth from what we see from our positions.
Hey, vlog, real quick, bro. Brian from the 6, he said, you got a YouTube channel. Is boxing the #1 ST vlog for the YouTube?
Nah, it's just the word.
It's spelled out. Okay. Brian from the 6, I'm about to put this. I'm about to put this in the chat. Hold on. Ryan from the 6, if you can't find it, if you can't,
I'll pop up. If you pop it up,
I'm gonna hit you on I'm gonna hit you on TikTok, and I'll send it to you. He said, I sub to everyone doing real work on this platform. We the ones really covering boxing. That's a fact. Hey, bro, hey, vlog, please go check out Ryan from the 6, bro. When I say this dude,
I got you.
When I say he cooking,
I got you.
Like he cooking. He be cooking so much, it takes me a while to get everything. Like Ryan from the 6 be like, he be cooking like for sure, man. He's like one of my faves, man. Big shout out to Ryan from the 6. But we gonna get up out of here, man. I hope everyone enjoys
the event, no doubt.
I think it's gonna be a fight of the year type stuff, man. So on behalf of Boxing First Vlog, aka my big bro, Mr. Unruly himself, and your boy G5 Jeff TV, man. This is episode 33 of Throw the Hook podcast. We're gonna get at y'all next week. Peace.